Good morning. My name is Michael Muir. I have multiple sclerosis. I'm not dead. Now, this is probably my first vlog where I've actually written notes, so therefore it may be slightly more organised, and it's actually titled as well. And I've decided to title it The Victim Complex. The victim complex is probably something people have spoken about before, but I sort of came up with it the other day, and I thought it's very easy if you're diagnosed with a critical illness of any sort, or if you're in a bad situation of any sort, to put yourself in the situation of being a victim. I know when I was unofficially diagnosed with MS in 1998, I was definitely in the victim zone. I felt terrified because all the online research I did showed me that death would become me very quickly, and my life would be miserable. I'd be wheelchair bound, I'd be struggling, and I wouldn't have a normal life. So I was afraid. I became depressed. I'll happily admit that, because I'm no longer depressed. 2003, when it was confirmed that I had multiple sclerosis, again I was in the sort of the area of being a victim, because I felt awful. Again, I was scared because at the time I was looking forward to having children. That sounds awful. I'm still happy I've had children. I have 3 beautiful children. But you think it's going to impact on you, and it does. But seeing yourself as a victim all the time does not help your situation. You can always go to that great analogy of there's always someone worse off. Again, that doesn't help you. But seeing yourself as a victim is not the way to live your life, and it's definitely not the way I live my life with MS. My big sister, who I love dearly, a number of years ago, turned round and said, there was a couple of swear words in there, but she said, Michael, you wear your multiple sclerosis like a flipping badge. The F word was different. And she wasn't complimenting me. She was basically saying that's all I talk about. I'm immersed in it all the time. And if you do have multiple sclerosis, of course you're going to talk about it, because it is good to talk about it. It's good to talk about people who, talk to people who have it. It's good to talk to your friends, your family, and explain how you're feeling. So it's good, but to be immersed in it and just to let your multiple sclerosis define you is not a good thing. Okay? And as my years have progressed, and as I'm nearing my 20th anniversary next year of having multiple sclerosis, it doesn't define me. Now, I am a very lucky person to have multiple sclerosis. A mate of mine said that a couple of years ago. Thank you, Helen. She said, you're lucky to have MS. She didn't mean it that way, but I feel I am lucky in that my multiple sclerosis it's not proceeding as some other people's do, or does, some terrible English. I've been fairly relapse free since I've been on my rebirth. Yeah, I have fatigue, I have mood swings, I have sore legs, I have all that sort of guff, but in terms of big relapses, I haven't suffered for the last couple of years. So I'm a lucky multiple sclerosis sufferer, okay? However, it's still incurable. It's still with me till my dying day, but it isn't defining me. Things that define me are my role as a dad to 3 ace kids, my role as a husband to a wonderful wife. She paid me to say that. My role as a friend to my many friends who I'm very happy with. My role as a, excuse the ego, as a bloody good financial advisor. That is what defines me. Being a grumpy foul-mouthed Scotsman, that could also define me as well. I'm happy with that. But my multiple sclerosis does not define me. So please, all you MS folk out there, whatever your situation is, my heart goes out to you if you're struggling with it. There's a girl I know on Facebook. I am going to name check you, Sinead. She's been having let's think of a polite word, a shite time of it recently. But she doesn't moan. She just gets on because that's who she is. Again, she doesn't let MS define her. A good pal of mine, again, who struggles with multiple sclerosis sometimes, he doesn't go on about it. He's just become a dad of the cutest baby. And he's a DJ. That's what defines him. Okay? So please, don't let it define you, because it will. Whether it does exacerbate your symptoms, I don't know. I'm not a doctor. Um, but it doesn't make you feel good. You know, you live in a mire and you live within that victim complex. Don't let yourself be a victim. Look at the rest of your life and see how lucky you are to be here, living on our beautiful green earth. I think I'm here once, and so I'm going to do bloody well whilst I'm here. I will not be a victim to my MS. Thank you for listening. Feel free to comment, feel free to speak to me. My name's Michael Muir. I've got MS and I'm not dead. Cheers!